Hello, Jason.
Oh, Buddha.
How
Russell
are you?
Simmons. Where are you, Russell?
I'm in Bali. I was supposed to be there. Where are you, New York?
Yeah.
I was supposed to be there. Ming Lee was to come here, and we were going to fly back, and she was going to come for school spring break, and of course we were going to fly back together, and I was going to spend a week in New York and then 2 weeks in L.A. and then so I'm not, Ming escaped. Sorry to say that for those who are stuck in New York, but she escaped and she's in L.A. And in L.A., where she is, she has, backyard and a lot of the luxuries that some New Yorkers don't have. People
Yeah.
stuck in houses,
Yeah.
as you probably are, right? Not like
Yeah.
you have a backyard. You're in an
No,
apartment.
I walked
An
around
apartment.
today. Yeah.
You're not in the Hamptons, though.
No, not now. I'm going to head out, but not yet. No.
All right. Well, so I'm safe. My kids are tucked away. I'm blessed. I think God sent me here. This place, I fell in love with this place. But I came here and I went back to America like 3 or 4 times. The fourth time I got off the plane, I'm like, oh shit, I live here. Like, I love this place. I built a house. I
Wow.
built a school for yoga science, some
Yeah.
other stuff.
It's
And
beautiful.
so I'm good. How are you?
I keep up with it, man. Good. This man, I go back with Russell. 30
Well, we go
years.
back like spinal cords.
Like what chords?
Yeah, like spinal cords, kid. We go all the way back.
Jesus.
Motherfucking, yo, you and I have been through so much over so many years. You saw it all. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and I
saw
saw
that.
it all. I saw
Yeah,
you
I saw
build
that.
Ocean Drive. I remember you used to brag about Ocean Drive before you had it, because you imagined it. A great yogi said the imagination is God. Well, you, for sure,
Yeah.
built that whole network and everything just by saying, I'm going to do it and putting your foot in front of the other and doing it. I watched you.
Yeah. Thank you,
So,
man. That's sweet. You too,
yeah,
man. You too.
yeah.
I get updates from the Coopers and Andre
Hateful.
and
Don't read them motherfuckers.
huh?
You can't read them motherfuckers.
No, I can't. But
They,
David,
they enjoy their clickbait. And I feel so disappointed at the polarization in the world. I'm very, and I don't like to use the word disappointed because the world is what it is, but this idea that we demonize everybody who doesn't believe what we believe is such a difficult one to digest because it's becoming so, and even in this moment where people should be together, the divisions clear.
right?
The great teacher told me that this was a great equalizer because we're all
Equalizer.
afraid of the same fear. But he said that, and then I see now you know, the, the people who are suffering and dying disproportionately, and how unequal we are still through this, and not looking for it. I'm always looking to see people recognize the sameness, but there's difficulty,
Yeah.
that in seeing that. If for me, I just can't see it as the great equalizer because some people just have it way more tough, as they always did. And this particular thing um, is killing people at a rate of 3 times or 5 times as much as it is another group of people. And
Yeah.
it's going to continue to get worse because if you live in a project, it's like a petri dish. Like you live in 7 people in an apartment, then you got to get on the elevator, which is made of metal, and they don't scrub it down every day. And so it lasts for days and days if there's some kind of infection in it. You can't get in and out your building. And then you got to go to work, and you don't have a mask. You don't have any mask, and you got to go to work. And
Is it
those toy masks don't work, as you know.
and in Bali, where you are right now,
Not a lot, very little. I have good masks. I have everything. But and I'm quarantined.
in that hut?
Yeah, this hut. I built this hut. It's
I
in the
see.
forest.
I
I live
know.
in the
I've seen
forest.
it. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
I built a
beautiful.
hut.
Big hut.
So, so nice to see you, man.
I
You're
love you,
still a
man.
boy, Jason. Look at you.
Ah, Russell. Russell.
All the years.
Jesus. I love you, man.
I love you too. Nice to see
30,
you. I just
30
want to check
going
on
on
you.
30.
Huh?
30 years, my
Well,
friend.
Yeah, long time. It's my morning meditation time. I'm gonna go sit in the
I love
corner
you.
somewhere.
Bye,
Love you
man.
too. Bye.
Hmm. Russell Simmons, I love this guy. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Sir,
Good. How are you?
I am blessed. I am highly favored. Just staying in and just staying prayerful, knowing that this situation is just temporary, because I know God has a permanent solution to this, and this will pass. This too shall
Yes.
pass.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Well, my name is Ulysses Johnson. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in Jacksonville. Hey, I was watching you and Uncle Rush. Man, I love that. I love that. I mean that guy right there, man. That's my favorite. He's my favorite, man.
Yeah.
It's always been my prayer to one day meet him, and that's still my prayer is to meet Uncle Rush in person and just hang out with him and take pictures. It would be that to me would be an honor,
Yeah. He's a
a
good
great
guy.
honor.
He's a great
He
guy.
is. Yeah. So I just wanted to come on and just tell the people, stay encouraged. This is a time where you should come together with your family and pray. This is the time to take time to pray and really seek the face of God like never before,
Yeah.
and know that this too shall pass.
Well said. Well said, as the great Uncle Rush would say, right? All
Yes.
right, my friend. Enjoy.
All
Thank
right.
you. Be well.
You're welcome.
That was nice. Hey, hey. Hey, Jess. Hey, Mona. Get on it, Marty. Dr. Marty, Mount Sinai. Thank you. Thanks, Jenna. Buffalo official. Love it. I'm good, Jess. Oh, to love. Thank you. Thank you, Miss. Oh, wow. That's so nice of you. Mouths, that's so great. Thank you for all those kind words. LA Confidential, right? Yep, that's how it is. You're welcome. Thank you. You're a journalist coming up with media industry. I just call in. It's tough, especially now. No. Hey, John Stewart. Hey.
Oh, tarot lighting. Let's see. Hi.
Hey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Jessica. I'm from Sarasota, Florida.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice to connect. What's going on? It looks so
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you. I like your background. That's
Oh,
cool.
I don't. Yeah, we try. You have any questions for me? Anything I can help you with?
Yeah. So I'm a journalist, and formerly I was on TV, local news, and
Okay.
started freelance writing. And the freelance journey has just been extremely tough, especially with like the hire freezes and all of that good
Right.
stuff. Yeah, just like a little bit of motivation. I see that you are a media mogul.
Thank you. I try. I appreciate it. So, what's your beat?
So my beat, interesting. I've been doing like a lot of local stuff. So like, features, I think is what I'm best at.
Long or short?
Yeah. Long.
Uh, what do you like to cover?
I've been covering a lot of like African American stories. So like things that are going on in the Black community. I actually write for this. Sometimes I write for a paper. It's a Black-owned newspaper,
Okay.
and I talk about the different things that are going on here in Sarasota.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you bring a lot of this heritage and this sensibility in a local way that has a more of a global perception that is relevant to your community.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there, have you reached out to many of the local media outlets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As
What's newspapers, magazines, digital?
newspapers.
Right.
I've been freelancing, so basically like all of the publications around here, but now my work is like kind of on hold because of the pandemic.
Right. But all the news organizations, right, are still producing editorial and content. Like our
Right.
business is still up and running and moving. So um, a lot of what you should probably do with a lot of the local media outlets in Sarasota is you should be doing stories on spec and discussing with them a nominal fee and use this time to get your work published, knowing that probably a lot of these locally challenged, like you said, these media outlets, there are hiring freezes or there's pauses in their business. So you should be using this time to build up your brand and to, you know, cover things that are obviously locally relevant and timely, but that relate to each of these different media companies. So it would enamor or inspire an editor to say, you know what, we typically don't do this, but the fact that you're giving us this and this is so relevant to our specific mission and message of our brand, and then, you know, try to get some tear sheets or, you know, published work and
Right.
just pay it, you know, give it forward, please. You were saying?
So next question real quick. Um, so blogging, do you think that it works better just to, like do it the way that you just said, like send stories, send ideas, or like do you also think that, because I have a blog, but I'm not sure if it's helpful or if it's a hindrance.
I think blogs are important. Obviously, I think now, obviously, people are doing a lot of blogging and finding a lot of time to create things. I think for you reaching out to media companies who are all up and operating, and coming out with story ideas that you think they would run, that are exclusive and or unique. They need to fill up their pages. They need to get stories out there that are, you know, meaningful and responsible. And it sounds like that's really what you, sounds like in the heart of hearts, that's who you are. So I think if you focus on that, paying it forward, you know, once you get a line of communication with them, there's a good chance that they'll probably come back to you. Right? 100%. And I can tell you, people don't do that with us. We're producing mostly all of our own content. Yeah. It would be nice to have someone come to me with a unique original story that they thought was on brand or on point for what we do as a company at Azure.
Okay.
And I would probably inspire my editors to go look for great content out there that, you know, is responsible, that relates to our brand, that, you know, but is not, you know, do that. It'll work. Trust me. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You got it. Thank you.
Alrighty, bye.
That was nice. Spec is for consideration. It's like in real estate, maybe building a spec house. Yeah, sustainable supply chain. It's always a conversation, right? Models and luxuries. Yeah, it's well point. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Good. What's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. Just up in the studio right now.
Where are you?
I'm out in Southern California, but we're from Morongo Indian Reservation.
Wow.
Yes, yes. My wife actually put me on game with you. I love how you inspire people, man. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you. Your wife's very sweet.
Thank you, thank you. I got a question. What do you think, or what is your input on like how to build myself as an artist? You know, I have my own brand, I have my own fan base growing, but just not really getting the results that I'm looking for.
And what are results?
I just
for
want
you?
more of like an impact as far as like people following and as consistent following base, I guess.
Yeah, I guess what lots of people do is they communicate with their people constantly and respond to their audience. It's not something I've done a lot, but I guess that's a really good way to look at it and kind of create a brand that's on that has a look and feel of who you are and what your like. What's your music? What's your style?
I do hip hop music, but I am a native hip hop artist, so I tend to take that route. And of course, I tend to like my brand. We actually do a lot of footwork as far as like we're a clothing brand, so we do a lot of like cultural events, and we've gained a really big follow from just our brand. Of course, we're put on hold right now due to all this crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, right.
But my internet, I started up our website, and it's kind of been getting some good feedback, but I'm not really hitting the marks on there as well.
Right. Well, you should use this time, right, to focus on evaluating your brand, kind of creating consistent looks and feels that celebrate, you know, what you want to present, and assume that people are really smart today, right? They look at your links, they look at your site, they look at your, you know, your handle, you know, whether it's through Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and you know, there needs to be a common thread that ties it all together. And I think the more you do that and stay more on point with what your message is and your mission, I think you'll be very successful.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah, I agree as well.